Hello, welcome to this special episode of LAMP Leadership Advancement and Mentorship Podcast. Today we are having a special preview for the upcoming Women Ablaze Global Leadership Conference. Yes, you heard me right. Women Ablaze Global Leadership Conference. For the first time, the LAMP Global Community will be having a only women conference. This is a conference for growth-minded women in any part of the world. And with me today are two of the dynamic keynote speakers. And for this event, in fact, we are having the first keynote speaker that's going to start it up and the last keynote speaker that's going to close it up. So we have the Alpha and Omega keynote speakers today. Is going to be great. So welcome with me, Coach Kikelola Emechafor and Coach Oluwafunmike Sopein-Mann, both Maxwell leadership certified team members. So let's start with you and Coach Kikelola. How do you feel to be one of the keynote speakers in this epoch-making event?
Wow, I'm just really excited. When this opportunity was presented to me, I was I was like, oh, really? Like I have this opportunity to actually get to put my voice out there to
Mm,
inspire and empower women
mm,
in my own little way. And so I'm
mm,
really grateful, and I can't just wait for everything that has been put together to reach and impact women across the world. So
mm.
this is big for me, and I'm just really excited about it.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. Let's go to Coach Oluwafunmike Sopein-Mann. She is the Women in Leadership League lead wheel directors, and we have a lot of wheel directors. Wheel is a Women in Leadership League, and she's a lead wheel directors, and she's also does a lot of women stuff all around West Africa. And how do you feel? I mean, with your work with women and all that. In fact, you're also in women in leadership. Also, that's one of the things that you said that got my attention. So tell us, how do you feel being a part of this speaking line? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Michael. I felt very excited when you invited me for this program, for the conference. I saw the theme and it resonated with me.
Mm,
Why did I say that? Because the theme gave every woman the opportunity to realize who they are,
mm,
that they are actually leader, because
mm,
the thing is saying leadership for everyone.
mm,
A lot of women, from the experience of the project that I handle, I coordinate, we see that women stay in the background. There's this lack of confidence. If women are not asked to sit at the table, they do not come
mm,
forward.
mm,
And so that is saying that there is need to keep on reiterating, keep on mentioning, keep on selling this idea to everyone, to every woman, that indeed they are not just women, they are not just assets, they are not just things, but they are seen. They will be
mm,
heard. They are heard. They are leaders.
mm,
They can take initiative. They can do things that will change their world, that will change their immediate environment, and that
mm,
can have effect on the global space. So
mm,
it's a welcome privilege to be here, to be
mm,
speaking on this topic with everyone. Thank you.
mm. Wow, you're welcome. Coach Kikelola, you are a very firebrand. I see what you do in Canada, the live workshop, the purpose workshop, and you have always been very inspiring since when I met you. You are a woman of purpose. You've written a book on purpose, and tell us, in your working with women, what do you think is holding women back from, seeing themselves as a leader? So, what do you think is the real factor that is holding women back from, aspiring to, to just step up to the leadership position? Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for that. The what I have seen working with women, because I actually run a community with over 70 women where I coach and mentor them.
Wow.
What I see most of the time is fear. It's
Mm,
at the end of the day, when we drill down to what's really holding people back, it can be, defined in different words, right? But when we drill down to the bottom line, it is
mm,
actually captured in fear. Maybe
mm,
fear of failure, sometimes
mm,
even fear of success. When I succeed, what will I lose? Some people, would my spouse be afraid of me? Would he be
mm,
intimidated? Will I lose some people? Fear of being successful, or fear of, thinking that you're not enough
mm,
to step out. So what I've seen that the baseline is fear. And I've
mm,
seen that when we're able to tackle and help people see that once you go across fear, the other side of fear is actually your victory. Once we're able to
mm,
get people across that line, they're
mm,
able to see all the possibilities that are right
mm,
there in front of them and they're ready to grab it. So
mm,
that's one of the major things I've seen, fear. And once people can go over that line, it's like everything, the world opens up to them and they're able to run and take hold of things that
mm.
are right there waiting for them.
Wow. I'm telling you, in fact, you just hit the nail in the head. And all those fear are just illusion. Someone
Absolutely.
said where you fear the most is where your stuff is. And
Mm.
and also it's such a real stuff. I was listening to the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, and they were asking him about fear. I mean, the way he dares stuff like, going to Mars and all this great project. He said one thing about fear is when you look at fear in the face, it run
Mhm.
away from you.
Thank-
So, and that's the thing about it. And come to think of it, women need to know that fear is what you create. And
Mhm.
Mm.
all you gotta do is to step up. I mean, because all the things that we're talking about, they are not beyond you. They are something
Absolutely.
within your reach. And that's why this is women empowering women. So, and this takes me to there's a book I'm reading. I always read book on women in leadership because I have a mandate for women in leadership. So one of the book that has really helped me is Sherry Sandberg, the former chief operating officer of the Facebook
Facebook.
called Meta, and she said that when she came into leadership, it was rare for women to be
Mm.
at that level that she led. And she said there was a time she went to a meeting. She was the only woman on the table, and there's some women sitting, away from the table. And when they even invite them to come, they felt so hard. They felt so awkward. She said she was uncomfortable that she's the only woman on the table, you know. And it's just like, why should women be held back for what men will naturally just embrace? So,
Mhm.
Coach Oluwafunmike, I mean, based on your experience working with women and also in women in leadership that you also operate with in the Covenant Nation, tell us, how do you want to help women that will be coming to the Women Ablaze Global Leadership to get over this personal self-imposed limit?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So what I would be talking about, and I will
Mm,
be really emphasizing on, is the importance
mm,
of placing identity on ourselves,
mm,
understanding our identity. So
mm,
during the conference, we'll be talking about it so that we would be able to see that this need
mm,
to have identity is not
mm,
only peculiar to one woman or another woman.
mm,
Most of the greatest women in our time have suffered from identity crisis, not knowing
mm,
who they were
mm,
until one day they realize the truth about themselves and
mm,
they are able to put voice, own their own voice and stand their
mm,
own ground. So one of
mm,
the things that we will be talking about, that I'll be sharing, is that thing is to let everyone know that you are not alone in your struggle to identify yourself. I think when every woman realizes that they are not alone in their struggle, and that the women that they see and admire have also gone through the challenge that they are going through, I think that will drastically remove the fear, first of all. And then after that, we will now let them know, we will now hand over the tools. What ways? How do you identify yourself? How do you know what you like? How do you stand your ground? How do you refuse what is popularly known as um,
Imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
imposter syndrome? How do you overcome it? Haven't realized yourself, haven't owned your own voice. And Maya Angelou, the popular woman that had gone through a lot of things in her life, struggled through identity, said that if you walk through life without your struggles, you are empty. That means the struggles that you and I go through, if we can own it and say, this is who I am, we will find our identity. We will be able to say, this is who I am. This is because we are our experiences. Women, we are our experiences. We are that we cannot overemphasize that. And our experiences are unique and they are different. And that is where you will now discover that this is my identity. And then you'll be able to now stand in the midst of thousands of women and thousands of men. You'll be able to say, this is who I am. This is what I have gone through. And this is who I am. So I think these and many more are the things that we will be bringing to the table to let women know that you are a leader. You can take initiative. You can listen actively. These things that we call leadership is not too big. It's not beyond us as women. That's just what some of the things
Wow,
that we
that's
shall be
awesome.
bringing
Yeah. I mean, we
to the
just want you to
table.
give them a glimpse, because why should they come if you tell them everything now? And I really appreciate your approach, because, and this is why
I'm
we
not
are,
sure about that. I'm not sure whether I quoted right that Maya
but
Angelou
at
stuff.
least the main thing is you,
Yeah, I will check it
yeah,
up again. Yeah.
the mindset is well communicated. And the main thing is, I like the fact that we're bringing cis women speakers. Someone said, oh, I did not too much know. Because I want women to learn from women different, and these calibers of women are well seasoned. I'm talking about women that has so much experience. And right now, Coach Kikelola, based on your working with women, and I know you are really passionate about helping women, especially women that just relocated. There's a way you
Wow.
just get on them. One day I was on your phone with you and I finished. I said, "Wow!" I was like, I said, I said, if someone is discouraged, I know the number to call, not 911, because you have it inside of you. So, what? How can you help women that are listening to us right now that are yet to register for this free event? It's not really free. We're spending a lot of money to bring this caliber
Absolutely.
of women.
Yeah.
So share. Just don't tell them everything. Just give them a little spoon, a spoonful, a glimpse, and just like Coach Oluwafunmike did, of what you'll be speaking about on that day, June 7th.
Yeah, thank you. Um, on that day, I'll be speaking about you are ready.
Hmm.
Mm.
Just letting women know that they are ready. We have
Hmm.
to stop waiting for people to give us permission.
Hmm.
We're ready. Leadership is not, we're not waiting for
Hmm.
leadership. Leadership is waiting for us. And I
Hmm.
say that because I'm a purpose coach. And so I'm very big on people finding out what they're called to do and
Hmm.
channeling their strengths and energy to that, because we understand that people might have passions, people might have their gifts, and your passion
Hmm.
is just what you love to do. Your gift is
Hmm.
what you can do or what you have the
Hmm.
ability to do. but your purpose or your calling is what you are supposed to do. So until people find themselves in that space where they're doing what they're supposed to do, they might struggle. So we might wonder, is leadership really for everyone? Yes, because in the space where you are called to walk, you have your leadership in there. So if we find out where we are called to walk, everything we're already gifted for, we're already enabled, we already have the grace for it. That means that we are ready. And that leadership, we might say, if everyone is a leader, who's going to follow? And that's the tricky thing. Leadership is not a pyramid. It's a circle where everybody is contributing in their own way, in their own space, in their own calling. And so when we understand this, we know that we are called, we are capable, and we're commissioned already. You don't need a platform, right? All you just need is to start from where you are. And leadership is not about the spotlight, it's about stewardship. With what you have been given, how are you using it to lift people up? How are you using it to make a difference in the life of the next person? And so when we start thinking about it differently, when we start thinking about leadership outside the traditional environment of a workspace where you need a title or a position, or you need a corner office, and we start thinking about from where I am right now, what difference am I making? You know, you're already leading. We already know that women are one of the greatest leaders. If the mothers don't lead, if they don't train up their children in the right way, we won't have all these great people we have around today. You know, one of the biggest stories that inspires me is Harriet Tubman. She was one of the, very powerful women who was a slave, but who helped lots of slaves escape from America into Canada. And she wasn't given anything. She was a slave, but she just knew that she needed to move, and she wasn't going to move alone. She moved men, women, families through the Underground Railroad to escape slavery from America into Canada. So we can see that leadership is really not about having a title. It's about what am I called to do and doing that which you are called to do.
Wow. In fact, I'm so excited that you mentioned Harriet Tubman. Do you know they call her the Moses of the people?
Yes.
And you know that Moses is a man. Moses is not a woman. In fact, they thought she's a man. Because when they saw that she did not only become free, she was responsible for walking 300 people out of the plantation. So when you talk about leadership, it's not a gender thing. It's an agenda. So we're talking about agenda versus agenda. It's all about an agenda. It's not about your gender. It's all about an agenda, and it's your purpose that gives you an agenda. And this is what we want people to. And I love the way you said that you are ready, because I see a lot of people trying to get ready. On your mark, get set. That's not leadership. You have what it takes. You have it inside of you. Oh, I just love this pyramid of a thing that you just talk about. Because when you see leaders see it as a pyramid, you think about tyrannies. That, I'm under some oppressed people. No, because anyone can lead. You know why? I learned from one of the greatest leaders, Dr. Miles Monroe, that you are not leader over people. You are leader over your gift. And everybody has a gift. So when you are leading, when we started the Lamb Global Community, Coach Kikelola was the one that designed the flyer, the format we use. That's leadership. She gave leadership. Coach Oluwafunmike was the one that designed the program structure. And we just keep on improving it. These two ladies that you saw, they are leaders. And this is the beauty of leadership. We all have it in us. So, Coach Kikelola, so that we won't give them everything today, just tell them, why should people register? People that are still sitting on the fence, people that are still having cold feet, I want you to warm up their feet so that they will leave right now, because we're going to put the link in the YouTube. After they finish listening to us, they are going right now to register, jump in, and to reserve their seats. So why should people register for this event?
I would say because this is a golden moment. If you've been waiting, you've been second guessing, you've been thinking, wondering when, that means that you are just right at the cusp of your golden moment. There's always a golden moment. Sometimes it doesn't take years. It just takes you being in the right place at the right time with the right people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost you anything. From the comfort of your home, all you need to do is register and make yourself available and prepared to glean from all the insights and wisdom that will be shared from diverse women, amazing, incredible women who have walked in different spheres of life. So you have so much wisdom on your computer that you can take away, implement immediately, and start seeing changes and begin to walk in the light that you are meant to walk into. So there's really no excuse why you should not log in, register, and be available for this program. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Wow, I love that. No expense. Someone said no expense, no excuse. No expense, no excuse. Because knowledge is not free, because you have to pay attention. Even though it's free, but you still have to attend, you still have to register to be in the room. And Coach Oluwafunmike, what is your own advice for people that are still yet to register for this great event? Thank you.
Much, Dr. Michael. For me, I would like to encourage every woman to take this very personal and to have a growth mindset. Rome, as they say, was not built in a day. And as they said again, that little drops of water make a mighty ocean.
Yeah.
What you pick in programs, in trainings, in workshops, you might think, oh, I have attended quite a lot, or I have seen it all. But those drops, they are having effects on your life.
Yeah.
So I would like to encourage every woman to register. I would like to encourage every woman to have this growth mindset, that anywhere growth is being talked about, anywhere self-improvement is being talked about, I will not be found wanting in that place. So I would use this to encourage every woman to go ahead, pull yourselves together wherever the condition, the state that you find yourself, and register and decide to participate, because you'll be seeing arrays of women coming to talk from their different experiences of life. And one of those women would register with you, will relate, the story of that woman will relate with you. And then you will be able to make the necessary changes for the next version of yourself. So I just want to encourage everyone not to take this very lightly. Like Kikelola said, it is the aha moments. It is the moment for everyone to step into the water and get their growth going on. I'd like to say thank you.
Wow, that's awesome. Coach Kikelola, just a closing comment.
I think Coach Funmike has said it all, as well with Dr. Michael. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Register, come prepared. Don't come alone. Come with your friends, come with other women, so we can grow, we can rise, and we can win together. Thank you.
Wow, awesome. Coach Funmike, your closing comment?
Yeah, I would just like to reiterate what Coach Kikelola has said, and Coach Michael, to tell everyone, please get on this, register, do it now.
Yeah.
Click that link now. If you wait till tomorrow, it might be too late. You might just forget. Click it now, register, and plan to attend. Not only that, invite your friends. Because when you do it together, your friends will remind you, and you keep talking about it even several days and years after. You will not regret, we promise you. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that's awesome. The registration link is eventcrate.com/e/will WILLLGC. eventcrate.com/e/will LGC. We're gonna put it in the YouTube link so that everyone can easily see it and click. I want to say thank you, Coach Kike. And
Thank you.
Coach Funmike, thank you so much. You guys are
Thank
very
you,
busy,
sir.
but taking time to do this shows how much you are preparing to impact
Thank you.
women all around the world. This is going to be a wow moment. This is
Yeah.
not something you want to miss. And we want you to know that this is specially packaged for you. So don't miss the flight so that
Don't
you
miss.
can experience what you need to get to your next level. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll be
Thank you.
bringing other speakers to you soon. Thank you.